Look at this stunning, colorful bridge in the sky. A rainbow. A vast, impossible, shimmering arc that appears precisely after the darkness of a storm. We often refer to it as a wonderful and magical phenomenon, a fleeting miracle that adorns our world. But the question that puzzled thinkers for millennia, long before the age of modern science, is, who invented it? Well, the simple answer is no one. The rainbow is not an invention, it's a perfect, awe-inspiring display of the fundamental laws of physics. But the real story is how humanity, piece by painstaking piece, was able to understand, formulate, and ultimately decode its secret. This is a story that goes beyond mere discovery. It is the story of its conceptual invention. Today, we embark on a 2,500-year journey to learn how three civilizations, guided by three towering geniuses and propelled by three revolutionary theories, transformed this celestial magic into cold, hard science. From mythical explanations to precise mathematical models and the ultimate scientific truth, prepare to have your understanding of this everyday marvel completely redefined. For much of human history, to even attempt to explain the rainbow was to risk blasphemy or to be seen as a madman. It belonged to the gods, to portents, to unexplainable wonder. But a few brave minds dared to look closer, to question the divine, and to seek patterns in the seemingly chaotic. For thousands of years before science could analyze a single raindrop, the rainbow resided entirely in the realm of magic and theology. It was not a phenomenon to be dissected, but a divine message to be revered. In Babylonian civilization, the rainbow was seen as the crown of kings that appeared after the Great Flood. In ancient Greek mythology, the rainbow was nothing less than the ephemeral road used by the goddess Iris, the swift messenger of the gods, to travel between the celestial and earthly realms. These beliefs imbued the rainbow with immense cultural sanctity, but offered zero scientific explanation. Across the globe, similar myths persisted. The Norse believed it was Bifrost, the burning rainbow bridge to Asgard. Australian Aboriginal mythology speaks of the rainbow serpent, a powerful creator being. The rainbow was universally a bridge, a messenger, a divine sign, never a physical entity. The first truly serious attempt to break this magical spell came from the great Greek philosopher Aristotle in the 4th century BCE. Aristotle, who considered meticulous observation the foundation of science, dared to classify the rainbow as a meteorological phenomenon. His theory, outlined in his work Meteorologica, proposed the rainbow is the result of sunlight reflecting off clouds or very tiny mist droplets. He believed that this reflection, combined with our angle of vision, caused the colors to separate. Aristotle did get one key point fundamentally right, the angle of vision. He correctly noted that a rainbow always appears at a specific, consistent angle relative to the sun. However, his theory was fundamentally flawed because he lacked the crucial principles of refraction, the bending of light, and reflection, the bouncing of light within water droplets. Nevertheless, he was the first to shift the rainbow from a divine message to a natural, observable phenomenon, a first major step from magic into the early dawn of science. For over 1,500 years, Aristotle's incomplete theory dominated scientific thought. But in the 13th century, during the peak of the Islamic Golden Age, this theory was brilliantly dismantled and redefined by Kamal al-Farisi. Al-Farisi, heavily influenced by the optical works of Ibn al-Haytham, decided to stop merely guessing and start simulating the rainbow in a controlled experiment. His solution was ingenious. He used a large, transparent glass sphere filled with water, his simulated raindrop. He then observed exactly how light behaved upon encountering this perfect sphere. With this simple, clever model, Kamal al-Din al-Farisi was the first to provide the mathematical proof that the rainbow is produced by two refractions and one internal reflection. This exact mechanical process produces the colors in the correct order. He also successfully explained the geometry of the less common double rainbows, which are caused by a second internal reflection within the raindrop. Almost simultaneously and completely independently, in Europe, a German scientist named Theodoric of Freiberg arrived at nearly identical conclusions using similar spherical models. These two scholars, working independently across continents, brilliantly used the scientific method to crack the fundamental code of the rainbow's formation. They transformed it from celestial magic into cold, hard science. From mythical explanations to precise mathematical models and the ultimate scientific truth, prepare to have your understanding of this everyday marvel completely redefined. The mechanism of the rainbow's arc was nearly solved, but the final, most crucial piece of the puzzle, the very nature of the colors themselves, was unveiled by the father of modern physics, Sir Isaac Newton. Newton funneled sunlight through a small hole in a darkened room's shutter and passed it through a simple glass prism. The result was the breakthrough humanity had sought for millennia. The white light of the sun was broken down into a stunning, continuous spectrum of colors. Newton proved for the first time that white light is not pure, but is inherently composed of a mixture of all colors. The prism simply sorts these pre-existing colors based on their unique refractive index, or how much they bend. But Newton didn't stop at mere scientific proof. He conceptually invented the rainbow for culture and art as well. He was the first to systematically divide the continuous spectrum into the famous 7 colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. This 7-color sequence became the canonical representation of the rainbow. Intriguingly, the choice of 7 colors was a personal and cultural choice. Newton was heavily influenced by ancient Greek music theory and Pythagoras' ideas about cosmic harmony. He deliberately decided to match the number of colors to the number of musical notes in a Western scale, 7 notes, and, rather controversially, forcibly included the color indigo to reach that magical number 7. Newton's experiment fundamentally transformed the rainbow from a celestial wonder into a controllable, understandable scientific fact. So no one invented the rainbow, but we invented the concept that allows us to understand it. This long journey, from Iris's mythical bridge to al-Farisi's precise geometric formula and Newton's spectral breakthrough, is the story of human curiosity, persistence, and the incredible relay of knowledge across civilizations. The rainbow remains a powerful symbol of this great human quest. It shows how science does not eliminate magic, but rather reveals it to us in a deeper, more beautiful way through the clarity of reality. Every time you look up at the sky after a storm, remember that this beauty is the result of thousands of years of human genius deciding to ask questions instead of simply worshiping. If you enjoyed this journey into the conceptual invention of the rainbow, please smash that like button, share it with your history-loving and science-curious friends, and tell us in the comments what other natural phenomenon or scientific mystery you would like us to cover next. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future stories that decode the secrets hidden in plain sight. Thank you for watching.